In Google Ads, when you're running a campaign, you can make adjustments to your bids at device level, meaning you can decide to pay a little bit more or a little bit less based on the device the person is using when they click your ads. Say you're running a campaign and somebody converts better on desktop than on mobile devices, you can increase your bids on mobile and you can reduce your bids on desktop. So today, what we're going to look at is, should you be adjusting your bids at device level? And the second question is, can you even do it? So going back to that scenario, say you are getting way less conversions on a mobile device than you are on a desktop device in your campaign, and you're seeing that data and you think, I'm going to make a mobile bid adjustment and reduce my CPCs on mobile devices to bring my cost per conversion more in line with my expectations for the campaign, meaning my overall CPA is lowered in the campaign. Sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? However, you're not always even able to make these adjustments depending on the bidding strategy that you're using. For example, if you're running a maximize conversions with a target ROAS, you can't actually make any device level adjustments to tweak performance in that way in terms of slightly increasing or decreasing bids based on mobile, desktop, or tablet device. It's not even possible. Google explicitly shows this in this data here, where you can see that depending on the bidding strategy that you're using, you can't make device level bid adjustments in all scenarios. And this particularly pertains to the bidding strategies of target impression share and maximize conversion value and target ROAS as well. These three strategies, or should I say two strategies with options combined, they cannot have device level bid adjustments made to increase or decrease bids based on performance, because Google is going to do that for you to optimize towards those specific goals in your campaigns. The only adjustments you can make for these particular campaigns and their bidding strategies is to minus the bids by 100%, excluding the device. So say you wanted to completely exclude mobile devices from your campaign, you can do that with these bidding strategies I've mentioned. You can just do a minus 100 adjustment on your device level bid for the device you want to remove, and that will exclude the device from the campaign completely. That's the only adjustment you could make. Only maximize clicks and manual CPC are the strategies that allow you to increase or decrease your bids at the point of auction based on device by a percentage. These two strategies allow you to do that. The ones I mentioned before don't allow you to do that unless you minus 100%. But there's one more thing to remember when it comes to device level bid adjustments and smart bidding. If you're running a maximize conversions strategy and have a target CPA in place, then you can adjust your bids based on device. But there's a key difference with how this works. Instead of adjusting your bids by a percentage at the point of auction to say I want to pay 10% or 20% more or less for a particular click coming from a different device, what this actually does instead is it adjusts the CPA target by the same percentage. So say, for example, your target CPA is $10. If you do a plus 40% increase on mobile devices, then your mobile CPA will then become $14 to counteract that bid adjustment. So instead of adjusting the bid at the point of auction in terms of the dollar amount you pay, what you're doing with the target CPA strategy when doing bid adjustments is adjusting the CPA target for that given device. So now you understand a bit more about device level bid adjustments. Should you even be making them in your campaigns? Well, let's start at the very beginning. If you look at a minus 100% bid adjustment to remove a device completely from your campaigns, generally speaking, I find very few scenarios where you should be lowering your bid adjustments by device by 100%, thereby excluding that device completely. You should be focused on your top level goal for the campaign. So if you're hitting a target CPA of $10 and you want to achieve that across all of your spend, then that's fine. You want to make sure that you're achieving that. But if you're noticing one device is performing worse than another, sure, you can save some money and lower your CPA target by removing those devices completely, but you're massively going to cut your volume down. So when it comes to making a 100% minus bid adjustment to remove a device completely, the only use case I have ever seen for this where the advertiser was somewhat justified, and even then not even necessarily justified, was a taxi and airport pickup company where they wanted people to call from their mobile device and desktop performance wasn't as strong. But the person who wants to call this company, because they only took phone calls, they didn't have a contact form, they could just pick their phone up and look at their desktop and type the number in and call it. So there was no logic to that either. There are very few scenarios where you want to completely remove a device from your campaign because you're going to unnecessarily cut down your volume. If you're not achieving your CPA target or your ROAS target, then you need to make adjustments at the very top level. You don't need to manually intervene and remove a device completely because you'll be reducing your volume, and you want to get as much volume as possible within your target. But when it comes to manual CPC and maximize clicks, you are justified in making those adjustments because Google isn't going to do it for you. Yes, for the maximize clicks strategy and the manual CPC strategy, feel free to make those device level bid adjustments because Google isn't going to do that for you. You're going to have to do that yourself because you need to kind of counteract what you're seeing and manually optimize the data. That's why it's okay to do it for these two strategies, and also why Google allows you to do that, because with the more complex strategies, Google is using more signals than you will ever see. So by making adjustments at device level, you're going to interfere with actually better signals that Google has. So that's why you should only do it for these two strategies anyway. So now you basically know the answer as to whether or not you should be adjusting bids at device level. Generally speaking, probably not. Let me show you how it's actually done. So here I am in Google Ads, and there's a campaign here. So if I just click the campaign and then go to devices, this will allow you to do device level bid adjustments. So to make a bid adjustment, you have your computers, mobile phones, and tablets. And bid adjustments are as simple as clicking into this bid adjustment section, which will open up a window to increase or decrease the bids for that given device. As I say, if you wanted to exclude computers, for example, from this campaign, you would decrease by 100%. If you wanted to get more visibility for desktop computers in this campaign, and if it was on a bidding strategy that allowed you to do so, then you would increase by a given percentage. It's as simple as that. Once you've made your adjustments, you literally just go ahead and hit save. And then that's it, your adjustment will be in place. But remember the rules around bid adjustment we've spoken about. They won't work for every type of bid strategy. It is completely dependent on what you decide to do. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like below. Let me know in the comments if you are currently using device level bid adjustments, or if you didn't even realize Google would ignore them if you're using a more complex smart bidding strategy like target ROAS. If you like this video, like it, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to head over to darren-taylor.com to book a consultation, and I'll see you guys on my next video.